From the News Channel 5 network, this is Pharmacist on Call.
Good evening, Nashville, Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, parts of you out in West Tennessee, Camden, Paris, Tennessee. How are you doing out there? Welcome to Pharmacist on Call with your host, yours truly, Dr. Shawn Pruitt, owner of Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy, owner of the Alkaline Water store of Nashville. This is your opportunity to call in with your health-related questions. If you've been to the pharmacy and you've not been able to get the answers that you need, or if you've been to your doctor's office and not been able to get the answers you need, this is your opportunity for the next hour. So get a pencil and a pad, gather around the television, write down those questions and call in with them, no matter how mundane you may think they are. Rule number one of this show, there are no stupid questions. And chances are that question that you think is silly will help someone else. I wanted to welcome you all. Again, we welcome your calls and even your comments and suggestions. I wanted to mention briefly that the store itself is celebrating 2 years as of August the 4th. So I wanted to say thank you to those of you who have come by the store, who have participated, who have supported the movement of customer service, treating patients with kindness and respect, and most of all, showing that medication can be discounted and a business can, still be somewhat profitable. I wanted to let you know that kind of a brief history of the store itself. I did about 18 years with Walgreens and decided to step out on my own and was trying to figure out the mission of this pharmacy, what shape that it would take. And I came across some research done by the Tennessee Safety Net Consortium, which stated that there were roughly 80 to 100,000 Middle Tennesseans who were without insurance. So these were people who, when they went to the pharmacy, their medications were too expensive for them to get, or they had to choose between getting that medication and eating. So this led to prescription abandonment, which led to issues with them having to go back to the emergency room or them not seeing the next day. So the mission of our pharmacy is to discount medication to the point where it is more manageable cost-wise. It's not as cost-prohibitive as the medications will be elsewhere. So that is why we are the only discount pharmacy in the Middle Tennessee area. We are the pharmacy choice for the uninsured. And as part of that, this thank you for those of you who supported us. We're going to have some cake on Monday. So come by the store, we'll have some cake, maybe pizza if the budget allows. And we're also going to do a promotion, an anniversary promotion, for those of you who are out there and who have not had an opportunity to trade with us. We are going to offer you this deal. If you transfer 3 or more prescriptions, we will give away either a loaf of bread or a bag of sugar as a thank you for dealing with us. If you bring in 6, then you get both. So that's going to be the promotion starting today through the end of September. So make sure you let everyone know. I also wanted to start talking about some supplements. We're going to talk about the water, and then we may get into a little bipolar disorder. We may talk about a juicy subject, mental health. So we may get, if time allows, we'll get to bipolar disorder, we'll get to depression, schizophrenia, and kind of the differences between the two. Wanted to let you know that we also have a second business as a part and parcel of the pharmacy, and it is the Alkaline Water store of Nashville. We started this roughly about, let's say about November of the year we opened, 2012. And what Alkaline Water is it is municipal water, but it goes through a $4,000 machine, which takes it through about 4 different processes. The first process is it removes the chlorine from the water. The second process is it removes the fluorine from the water. These are 2 of your known cancer causers, but even though they have antibacterial effect, they do cause health issues. The third process is the water is alkalinized, which means the pH is raised from an acidic level, which goes anywhere from 4, 5, 6, up to a pH of 8.5, 9, 9.5, even up to 11. And then the fourth process is it is taken over about 4 or 5 platinum plates within the machine, which electrifies the water. It gives it life. The other piece that it does is it fills it with antioxidants, which are your cancer fighters. So what this water does is a number of things. Any condition that you can think of dealing with having too much acidity in the bloodstream, or too much acidity in the joints or in the stomach, This water neutralizes that accumulation of acid. So what health conditions would that help us with, Dr. Pruitt? Chiefly, that would help you with acid reflux, where you have a buildup of the hydrochloric acid in your stomach. The water goes in there and neutralizes the acid. And I would probably say that the majority of the people who buy the water, that and arthritis and gout, because it also neutralizes the uric acid in the joints, which is where your gout comes from. So we also ask those people to avoid those uric acid producing foods, your citrus fruits, oranges, grapefruit, red meats, your dairy, things of that nature. So arthritis, gout, and then acid reflux. We have patients who also drink it for its benefits that it has with diabetes. I've had a number of people who have come in and said that their blood sugars have been cut in half, A1Cs are, getting within normal range just from drinking this water. So it appears that there is an acidic component to dealing with diabetes. Of course, this show is about you, so we're going to get to your calls. It looks like we have a caller on line 1. John, welcome to Pharmacist-on-call. How may we help you?
Hey, how are you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
It's that time of year, allergies, of course.
Yes,
but,
sir.
I was just wondering, usually I go and get shots. I was just wondering if they make a good nasal spray, or what would you suggest? And I'll hang up and listen. Thanks.
Sure. There are a number of things that you can do. Yeah, conventional medicine-wise, they do make a Flonase, whose generic name is fluticasone. There's also a Nasonex. So these are immune system modulating medications. Another thing that you can try is the neti pot itself. So what happens is you're breathing in all of these allergens, be it pollen, mold, or what have you. But what a neti pot does is it flushes the nasal sinuses, and this is a 1,000-year-old practice, cleaning the sinus cavity. So it's a combination of saline and sodium bicarbonate. So it cleanses but also alkalinizes the nasal passages, killing any bacteria in there. So neti pot would be good. Some of the things that you can do in terms of natural health, I believe stinging nettles is good, as well as raw organic honey in the city where you live, because the bees, your local bees, pollinate the plants. So if you can find a farmer who produces raw honey that has not been processed, and you can eat that, and that actually it does it on the preventive level so that you don't get the issues with the allergies. But again, you can go Nasonex, Flonase. If you want to go the natural route, then certainly the neti pot and raw organic honey, unprocessed. Okay, we've got another call here, and this is Shay on line 1. Shay, welcome to Pharmacist-on-call. How may we help you?
The alkaline water, I've looked in the grocery stores.
Yes, ma'am.
And can't find it, in Walmart and those type of stores. Where do you find the alkaline water?
What area are you in?
Camden.
Woo! You are a ways out. I'm not familiar with any distributors there. Give me a call at the store, and I can see if I can call the company and see if there are any distributors in the West Tennessee area. Generally, they're going to be independent companies. They may not be part of a storefront per se. The closest thing that comes to it is I think it's called Real Water, but I cannot guarantee whether it's chlorine and fluorine free, and I believe its pH is only 8, and I also don't know how old that water is. You may have to trek all the way down to Memphis. Now, I believe there are some stores there.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay. All right, everyone, it looks like we are up on a break. Stay right there. Feel free to call in. We will be right back.